Hello, welcome into the Premature Evaluations podcast. My name is Rodney, and it's my week to host again. This will be my third book, and so I'm super excited to bring this book to your attention, Eric, because I know it's been missing from your life, and you're going to absolutely love it. Based off of Alexis's huge smile, she must have loved it also.
Ah,
But a couple of news things for our listeners. Eric and I were discussing, and once we get to our fifth book, you guys need to turn back into our to the to the next episode because we will then give our actual evaluations after reading the books that we've been reading.
yes.
So while I was looking for funny stuff, I'm gonna have to now go through all these funny titles. So kind of shot myself in the foot, but you know what?
Uh,
It is what it is. Maybe I'll enjoy it. Maybe it's something I'm gonna love. And
Maybe it's
but
the first
Eric's
of
sure to
many.
have some. Yeah, Eric's going to have some awesome reads. So I'll probably end up reading some of those because they sound very, very good. And the way he presented them has me going at midnight. So, anyways,
I will also tell you that because of Alexis, I've read now 2 of the court series, and now we get to send random memes to each other on IG, and it's been pretty funny.
all right. How are you doing, Alexis? I'm glad you're back with us. This is so awesome.
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
All right, sure. So, first, I
Yes.
brought you to fantasy with a
Okay.
Minotaur fish.
Let's do it.
We went to space.
Yep.
Where do you think we're going next?
Okay. Something tells me something either about like cowboys, something random either with cowboys, or um, hobbits, cowboys, hobbits, or something futuristic.
Okay, well, sorry to disappoint you. We are going dinosaurs. All right, sir. That's right.
Oh, prehistoric.
Dinosaur. Here we go. Please go ahead and read the title for those who are not able to watch but are just listening in.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, dear God in heaven. Okay. Like it's it's not cool. All right. To those that do not have access to the YouTubes, okay? You're looking at some sort of Allosaurus, right? Prehistoric dinosaur. Um and a what looks to be a busty redhead with lots of ambition that is embraced in this Allosaurus arms. Okay, you're seeing a what seems to be half of a barn because someone's going back to the woodshed barn and getting the beat down, but that's for further assessment, if you will. But the title is called Wet Hot Allosaurus Summer, okay, by Lola Faust. Okay, and then what I'm also seeing here as almost like the tagline to draw people in from being uh, casually disinterested to very interested is she was a country girl looking for excitement. He was an apex predator, theropod. And the rest, I'm pretty sure and hope it is exactly what I'm thinking.
And the very top, it says hot dinosaur action the way you like
Yeah, outside of any Jurassic Park, I did not know I needed this.
it. So let's make a PE on this.
All right.
What do you think is going on in this book? Or how do you think the story develops? Like, how the fuck do we have a dinosaur in a love story?
All right. So knowing that we've still got a subject matter expert to tell us both if we're right or wrong, it has to be a situation where dinosaurs are the norm, right, in this world. Where you could run into a dinosaur, hopefully, because I can't believe, and I'll be glad I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. How this lady could just be doing a summer internship, if you will, right? Just doing her daily duties, and next thing you know, this Allosaur out of nowhere comes up on the scene, and she's cool with it. So it has to be something where dinosaurs that like talk, spit game, and do other things under the bed sheets are normal, and she's there for that once again that summer before she goes back into town. I bet you anything there's still a tractor there. Regardless of how far millions of years back, there's some sort of tractor that she's gonna ride off into the sunset with a great story for her girlfriends.
Um, for me, I agree that dinosaurs are just the norm. They're just another species during this in this world. Um, because it says she is a country girl. I'm thinking she lives on the farm, and she happens to be like a wandering per not person, but wandering dinosaur trying to find employment. And so she watches him, you know, plow the field, and she was just
Ha!
like, "Hey, he's doing a good job with these tiny ass arms, but I want to be with him because I don't know why."
No, maybe this Allosaur has a really like one big shoe size. She's just very curious. So it's not about the hands; it's the shoe size, and that curiosity leads to you know PG flirtation, if you will, and then it goes to I'm assuming a really large cell phone for him because of his short arms. Little sexing happens, and then one thing leads to another, and you start having this wet hot Allosaurus Summer.
All right. So,
How many reviews
not
does
much
this
more.
bad boy have?
What's that?
How many reviews does this bad boy have?
Yeah, let's get into that because there's not much more to tell. I mean, this is pretty telling. The cover, right? She's embracing him full on, like her hand on his ribs or I'm guessing ribs area.
Yeah.
Um, and it looks like she's longing for a kiss. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to Goodreads here. So this is rated at a whopping 2.22.
Uh-huh.
I think what's kind of shocking is there's 1,346 ratings.
Yeah.
Alexa, are you 1,346?
No,
Ah.
no, I'm not.
All right. Um, I'm guessing Tanis was a simple country girl, desperate to escape life on the farm. Okay, so we were pretty good. Big Al, okay,
Oh.
was everything she was looking for. A sexy bad boy connoisseur from the wrong side of the food chain. Nice.
Huh.
Would their forbidden lust tear her family or her flesh apart?
Ooh.
Dun dun dun.
So okay.
So,
So it looks here, right? That dinosaurs are the norm. Now you got this
yeah.
bad boy from out of town, you know, with a little bit of a past. But I bet you, I mean, with the 2.2, with all the books we've been rating lately, during this series, if you will, I don't know if there's enough character development. I think it goes straight to the business. What is it
Yeah,
like?
I just don't know. Like, now in my head, and I'm going to end up finding out because I have to now.
Yeah.
I dedicated myself to reading this. It's 68 pages, so I can get through that.
Ha.
I'm curious if he does actually speak English or if there's a
Ooh.
special, if they do like some type of sign language type of.
Good call. Okay. Okay.
Hands are used.
Oh, dude. And he gets fisted. What? What?
My gosh, dude. Um, for those who are watching at home, we're on Goodreads, and I just noticed this awesome book right here, but I will not be doing this one. At
Bad
first, when I read
grocery.
it, I thought it said banged by the groceries. I was like, okay, cool.
Bad. That's awesome.
So yeah, I think we're pretty good with finding out that she is a country girl. So he's a bad boy. So that's I think what is ultimately driving her to want to be with him,
Yeah.
because of that whole bad boy um, character. Like, oh, I could be with him. I could change him. I could turn him to a good dinosaur.
But first, I got to
Uh,
try some things. I got to try.
yeah,
And for 68 pages, you can't have any room for character development or world building because by the time you get through just this is in this case Tanis, you know what I'm saying, Big
mhm.
Al, like we know that sounds incredibly original. Like you only have maybe like 45 pages of curiosity, lust building, business having, end scene.
Right. So it's kind of cool on Goodreads. It has this part here about book details. So there's 241 people are currently reading. So we're gonna have more ratings come through,
Mhm.
and there's 4,439 people who want to read this.
Man, not after we get done with this review. Say that.
Let's go and look at some of these reviews here. This was
Once
absurd, but less fun than I hoped. Oh, kind of sad that is a two-star right
Ah,
there.
I mean, and to the author's credit, it has to be hard writing any book and getting it published. So
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
Like,
glad you did
uh,
that. But I hope
my guessing is
feedback isn't
maybe
utilized.
Lola here does other smut realm books, and to kind of maybe break off into the scene, maybe she decided to like let me check out paleontologists and what do you know, dinosaurs, right? And so maybe this is trying to be um her breakthrough into being like I don't know, well known writer. You know what I mean? It's like, oh,
No,
you like dinosaurs, you're gonna love this. That's the only thing I think of. All right, Eric. So what the actual hell am I doing with my life that led me to read this? So 1 star. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a spoiler here. He ate.
oh, in the
So,
heat
and it
of
seems like he's
passion, there was something deathly sexy about watching Big Al consume a part of her, like it was tasty meat protein bar. I mean, how do you come back from that in the bedroom?
right.
Oh, he comes back.
Oh my
He
god.
comes back from it.
There is a 3 star rating. I'm quite
Oh, there
surprised.
we go.
I guess there has to be if it's 2.2.
No.
Yeah, it's
Here
true.
we are. One of my twice a decade foray into monster porn. I noticed the cover and title with Nina tweeted in on the Bird app. I don't know what the Bird app is. Do you guys know what that is?
No,
Alexis, would you know?
I do not know the bird app.
Okay, tell me,
Um,
sweat.
the title and cover are great, but I had some misgivings. 3.99 seems steep for 68 pages, but it went on sale for 99 cents. And okay, so he's just glad he saved money. Oops, I did it again. The third Lola Faust Dino Erotica went down quite smoothly. Oh wow, third. So I'm glad someone wrote this. Thank you, Aaron, for that review. Because these other titles, chef's kiss, man. She is brilliant.
Oh my.
Okay. So I'm going to show you them just because I think they're fantastic, but I will not be using them for future episodes. But here we go. We have Don Juan Velociraptor.
Oh. So there's a whole dinosaur theme to all these books.
Yes. How Stego got his groove back. 50 Shades of Gorgosaur.
Man,
I like the
I
title.
mean,
Yeah, the titles are great. I love play on words, and obviously we know the other titles, like Wet Hot American Summer. That movie,
uh huh.
50 Shades of Grey. Like I think I know why. So I'm curious now, and we'll get more clarification on it. Is are these just parodies of
Oh.
movies that have happened that we've seen before, just with a dinosaur added into
No,
it?
that's fair.
You know,
Because I mean, like to your
Mm.
point, like when you after you read the or after we kind of talked about, someone's in so and so has been the country girl and this big owl, the Allosaur comes into town. It reminds me of like some like almost like a spaghetti western, if you will, where this new person's in town, bad boy, if you will, totally misunderstood, but the woman befriends him, and next thing you know, you've got a little bit of a relationship. But
right?
I am I'm interested to know what man Poker Face Alexis has to say.
Yeah. So thank you so very much for reading this. Um, if you want me to buy you coffee or flowers, please let me know. Uh, but how was it? How close were we with just?
I was
Oh, really?
like, there was, I was,
Oh,
so I was very impressed with the amount of pages that she had, but there, and how she developed the characters. There is character development. There's actually a storyline, even though the pages are so limited. Like that book actually has multiple stories. However, I'm very grateful I only read the story that was that I was encouraged to read. However, I did also find out that the hard copy has actual pictures of dinosaurs in the actual like you turn the page and there's a picture of a dinosaur, whereas I purchased it on my phone, so it did not have that, unfortunately, for disability with
Really?
that. Personally,
Interesting.
yes.
So, how were we guessing? Yeah, I know we were only a little bit, but like,
No,
is it
you guys did pretty well.
is it a parody of like Wet Hot American Summer, or is it still kind of way off? I don't know if you ever seen that movie.
I have not.
Oh,
I have not seen that movie, so I can't unfortunately compare. But it, uh,
So,
it's
question.
a very interesting book. Yes.
I guess I will find out when I have to explore the dino realm.
Now,
Yeah.
was it as like rushed as we think it is, where it's just as you said, even though there is character development, she only has what, maybe like 15, 20 pages to say who Big Al is, where he's from, how he's misunderstood, maybe a plot twist, and maybe like what, 35, 45 pages?
Yeah, there's actually their story is actually very interesting. There is a plot twist to it. But yes, there's that I mean she definitely rams it in, meaning like she has 68 pages to give you character development, a full-on story, a plot twist, smut, all in between, and then you're kind of hit with an ending that I yeah,
Wait,
you're kind of hit with it.
so wait a
A
minute.
unique ending.
Okay, go ahead.
So I know you talked about a hardcover because of the pictures. Is this a book that is going to be a soft cover or a hardcover?
If you're into the dinosaur erotica, I definitely think it's a hardcover. However, I think with this book I had no imagination personally, so I it's a soft cover for me. It's a soft. Like I said, I would only want a hard copy because I want to see the pictures of the dinosaurs.
Okay.
But other than that, no, it's a soft cover.
And also, based
Another
on the
question.
book, oh no, like, would you ever be encouraged to read any of her other books based on the one you just read? That's a no.
I I no, actually, I want to read 50 Shades of I don't even remember what
Taurus
kind
or
of
something like that, right?
Orgosaurus, but only because I want to see if it's comparable to 50 Shades of Grey. Like, is this
Yeah.
dinosaur a billionaire or like I don't know. I want to see how she incorporates the title or if it's at all similar.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch the movie that you're referencing because now I'm interested to see if it's like similar to the plot,
Oh,
Yeah, so that's
which
why
some
I'm
of
kind
it.
of curious on myself. So when I do dive into this 68 thick book, I want to see how close it is because I think honestly, if she is doing like these slight parodies and it's just dinosaur smut thrown in there, that's so good. Like to me, that's just like she's she's creating something
Like
that's so funny
Provo.
to me. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
love like parodies and stuff like that, and I'm hoping that's what she's doing because uh, I'll tell a shit ton of books.
She has. I mean,
Yeah,
including one for me, but I know the ratings are actually really low, or from what I've
yeah.
looked into it, and I was shocked. Like, there's a couple of reviews I read that people are like, I want my money back, or what did I just get myself into? This is just the worst book. But it it's in it take away the dinosaur erotica part of it and the dinosaur smut. It's a good book.
okay.
She's a good writer.
So that
But
was gonna be a question. Like, is that 2.22? I think rating. Like, would you rate it that low, or would you give it a like a 3.5 or
I
4?
would give it a two.
A
I give
two.
it a two. A two. I
Okay.
would give it a two.
And just for
Like I said,
perspective, for those that do not or not yet watched any of our other episodes, about how many books specifically regarding smut have you read, Alexis?
oh my goodness, it's a lot. I probably read on an average maybe 3 to 4 books a month,
Right.
if
So let's just say,
um, especially if it's a series. Like I'm just so caught. I'm like I. caught up in it.
Yeah.
This was a hard read.
Ah,
For it being so short, I think I was overly confident, and I was like, I'm gonna have this read like in a day. And I would put it down, and I'd be like, okay, this is a struggle, but I got through it.
hey,
I'm sorry.
that's it.
No, you're fine. To answer your question, Eric, a lot. I've read, I I want to say a lot. I definitely lean more towards probably like the TikTok where they are like 5-star ratings, but it was still good. I was very impressed with her writing. I was impressed with the plot twist and the fact that there was it with a story within you know
Yeah.
it. So yeah,
So
absolutely,
from
yeah.
an
So I
expert
read
that's
a
read
lot.
three over, like I'd say a minimum of like 36 to 48 books a year. And I mean read.
Hmm. Okay.
I will say I'm just consuming books through Audible, but you are actually reading physical hard copies, and you still say this is around a two.
Yes.
Oh, oh,
That
oh.
makes that's good. I think a good rating based off of the law of large numbers. She has a pretty good grading scale.
I mean, she knows a lot more dinosaurs than I do. I mean, before my kids were born, I thought, okay, there's a T Rex, there's a Triceratops, you know what I'm saying? There's a pterodactyl, you know? Pretty much the starting five were all the Power Rangers of some sort, right? Saber-tooth tiger back in the day. And now she's doing this with books and soft core porn. So it's amazing.
Yes, honestly, that this book is aligning with the Jurassic World is coming out, or the July 2nd. So I was like, is this a coincidence that he picked this book or not?
No,
But
It wasn't.
I I I personally have never looked at a dinosaur and been like,
I hit that.
I
Yeah,
wish
my
someone wrote
I
a book about smut, about like, if anything, I thought, God, I have no imagination. Like I just could not
What?
envision
All my
the
imagination is
book
defying
constantly.
physics as to how this could actually happen. I don't want to do this.
Yes. I I I think it should. I wish I did include pictures because I could not imagine. I just couldn't.
when she calls him Big Al, in my head for some reason I'm thinking he's wearing a leather jacket.
No.
I don't know why. I'm like, is he wearing like a leather jacket like
Yeah,
he's
he
a
came in on a
biker?
Harley.
Yeah,
Like,
No.
he's a butt
No.
ass naked dinosaur. I mean, the dinosaur, right? So
Yeah. And I know there's a spoiler that you guys know
no,
already,
go for
but that was an interesting plot twist. Like I said, he does eat her arm. He does.
it.
he still loves him. He didn't mean to. I can grow another one.
No,
There's more to it as to why he ate her
I
arm.
mean,
Like if
it's a
anything was
sacrifice, if
more.
you will.
Yeah, it was definitely because she cared so much
If
about
you
him.
love me, I need a body part. She's like, you know what? But which one though? And he says, I'm gonna need that arm. She says, all right, let's do it while making love. And that's where like she's just,
I That was not the scene, but I A for effort. That was, definitely creative. But no. And I just can't wait till after to hear your
Two,
like
yeah.
idea. Yeah, I think that's gonna be one of my favorite parts of it.
I will just say with the several, well, at least a couple books that we've prematurely evaluated, and I appreciate your like poker face where you're just thinking, yeah, you could think that, yeah, that's of course, and then I call you later, I can't believe, and you're thinking, yeah, I was trying not to tell you. This is what you get.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, this book's a little different. I think the smiles came on just because of the fact that it's just very, like I said, very unique. It's probably outside of what I would normally read, but it was still, I read, time wasn't wasted. It was, added it to my list, so it was good. But I'm excited to see. I'm excited if there's gonna be a point where you put it down, or if you're just like gonna go in all hands on board. Like I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this whole 60.
Also, you're writing
I
a
don't know.
term
I thought it
paper
was like 115 pages.
on a
Yeah,
15.
they're like doing the paper. I think so. I think he said 60. I'm not sure because I know it has different books, but I'm not sure exactly the amount. I think Ronnie said 68.
Yeah, in the Goodreads it showed 68. I'm pretty
Why
sure.
not go one more page and just make it 69?
I know you
Yeah,
were
Just
just.
one more.
That's a gem right there. Could have been picked up.
Yeah, like just one more page.
yeah, so 68 pages on Kindle, the Kindle edition. So maybe they cut
Missed
it
it
down a
by
little bit
that
to,
much.
Maybe just
yeah.
one more page. Would have made it better. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what made the book
Ha,
into.
I can't wait. I'm going to consume it. Like once I set my mind on I have to do it,
crazy.
I'll just cut right through it. I'll get through it, and then part two of this will just be me like shaking my head no the whole time after watching all through it.
Like I said, I was really impressed with the plot twist. I'm
Yeah,
trying not to give anything away. I feel like it's very straightforward in the sense of the actual,
Like
I guess, front page, I guess, or
formulaic
and
in terms.
ultimately the
Okay, okay.
description. Yeah, but there's definitely more to it. I don't. Yeah, I'm trying not to give anything away, so I'm trying to
yeah.
withhold some information. But it's dinosaur erotica. Just gonna emphasize that.
Well, I'll
All right. So I think it's going to be awesome to read. I don't know, honestly. Uh, you know, I already read that first book I did, the first episode, the Morning
morning.
Glory Milking Farm.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything else other than I finished it, and I think people for the part two would be interested in what I have to say from a manly man's perspective.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna take your word for it. Um. Yeah, I will tell you, like the court books. Yeah, I I'm not surprised now that there's what a series of five, but I
Yeah.
am interested to see like maybe Morning Glory might get my business.
I think it will, but then again, I think it might not.
The 50-50, the 50, and and then I also have to read like Credence, I think it's called.
That's when I
Finished
challenge
that.
you both. You
I
got
finished
it?
it. Yeah, but I'll wait till Eric reads it.
Oh,
I'm not going to give anything away.
Okay. Well,
You know what, Alexis? Thank you. I've actually now finished two books in a month. I've never done that in my life.
see, it becomes addicting.
I kept meaning to bring this up when you first did your SME one, and you wore your, and I'm probably giving this away, and I should probably trademark it. But you had the Born to Read shirt. I
Hmm.
totally thought it said Porn to Read. I was like, oh, that's a great shirt for promoting smut.
You could totally start a porn to read. That would be awesome.
that is awesome.
Something from Premature Evaluations.
Mine, it said born to read and it says pages over paychecks.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
Hmm.
good.
But you can write porn over paychecks.
Yeah.
Or maybe, well, in a sense. But no, that would be awesome.
Porn because
I'm
of
disappointed
paycheck.
I didn't have that book. Oh, yeah. No, but definitely. I mean, this book is more unique, but in the ones I've recommended and the ones that you've had previously discussed, there's a fan base. Like it's there. And this one in particular, I did not find as much as a fan base personally, but I did check a couple of like YouTube videos and like websites and descriptions and like reviews about what people said about it. So, but
Cool.
yeah, but I'm excited
Oh,
to hear.
for everyone.
Yes, but Penelope Douglas is an amazing, like well known, amazing. I think I've read at least five or six of her books, maybe more.
Wow.
What's
Yeah,
another
she's really
title
good.
that people might know?
Yeah.
Five Brothers,
Cool.
Hmm.
Birthday Girl, Older,
Oh, I like
Older.
this one. This sounds like this kid's in high school and just
Yeah.
It does
literary
look really,
evaluation right there.
yeah. You have to see the actual book cover
Okay.
Oh,
and see what you get from there.
you know what? It's gonna be cool one day when you host the book that we both have to do as well. But we'll see.
Yeah, that's going to definitely be coming up today. All right, Alexis.
Yeah.
Eric's caught up on Credence. Let's do this.
I can't wait to get your guys' perspective, and then just even your ideas based off the cover and then what you read. And yeah, that one is definitely in my top 5 favorite books of
You know,
like
it's funny
forever.
is I was looking for another SME for some material to do because I was like, I don't want to just do these funny titles because we came to the conclusion that we're doing the part two. And so Credence was recommended also.
Hmm. It's that any person that I won't lie, I baby step the person like each person that comes to me for recommendations, I'll give them something a little we'll baby step it, and then when I feel like they're
People,
ready, and I'm like, okay, you can handle this without judgment.
this is the deep
Here you
end.
go.
Let's do
This
this.
this is where you're really this is where it determines if you are really into smut and how deep you want to go.
Pun intended. So wait, I got a question. Have you ever had anybody come up to you and say, Alexis, you are filthy?
No,
Dear God.
I have not. I have not. I've surprisingly, every person that I've recommended a book has loved it, has actually been a fan and are like, hey, give me more. What do I recommend? Or they go off of that
I
author or
double dare
idea.
you
Cool.
to recommend this book.
I have. There's one friend in particular that usually, like anything I tell her to read, she's like, does it. Uh, and this one, she was not on board. She was not. She was like, she looked at the actual cover and it's kind of like you guys, she has like these premature evaluations, and she was not on board. Not for this one. Not unfortunately. She was like, this isn't my cup of tea, and I was like, okay, I can't force it. But I I did want her to actually like quote unquote suffer with me.
Lola Faust appreciates you putting her book out there. Be like, hey, thank you for trying to get another book sold.
Yes. I even told her, I was like, you can read it, like I'll give it to you. She was like, no, I'm good.
Well, I bet when I read it, I'm gonna love it. I don't know why. I feel like
I
I'm
mean,
just
if
gonna
it
like
has dinosaurs,
put so out there that like I enjoyed
Read it after watching the Jurassic World movie.
it. Yeah, for sure.
like,
Please.
I'll be pretty excited because I want to watch it. So,
I want to watch it. I mean, like I love Jurassic Park and all the series, but I still couldn't get that imagination up.
especially after if I got to lose a body part to make the business happen, I don't know if that's, I don't know if that would be a turn on for me.
No, and I can't spoil the book, but there's more. It's a sacrifice, but
To turn him
it
human.
no,
Okay.
I bet it's to get him out of his plan of some sort.
Ooh.
We'll find out.
I think it's an experiment, more of like you're trying something new.
Okay.
I'm trying not to give anything away.
No. It's only 68 pages. It's less than a book report. We can do this.
There's times you won't want to put it down. There's times where you're like, okay, like this is cool, and then there's times where you're just like, okay, I'll come back. But it's short. It's not bad.
I'll just say though, I'm glad it's available on Kindle as well, so I don't have to. So people will ask me questions why this dinosaur is holding someone in a very awkward embrace.
Well, that's it for this one, man. You want to wrap us up, Eric?
Yeah. Thank you everybody for listening and or watching our most recent podcast. Another shout out, hand clap of praise for Alexis. Thanks for being our subject matter expert in this one as well. If you have some suggestions for future books for us to prematurely evaluate, we would love to hear from you. So please like, subscribe, have all the good times, and we will see you next time.
Alrighty. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys. I'm excited. I can't wait. Rodney, I want to know what you think of credits. Like, I can't.